WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Good afternoon and welcome to WHPC Sports Talk here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I am your host for today, Anthony Deus, joined by Matt Leonard, Josh Umahi, Ben Oppenheimer, and Gina Halstead, who will be joining us shortly.
In progress.
There's a lot to get to today.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Big day.
I got a lot of beef, and there's a lot of news going on.
Okay.
But
okay.
Let's start off with one of the main beef here.
Boo.
You be quiet. Okay? Listen. Repeat after me, Ben, and you have to do this.
We're not setting you up.
We're not setting you up.
We promise. We
you
promise.
have to repeat what I said.
You will not get in trouble. You will not get in trouble. No.
Funny person.
You will not get in trouble, Ben. I promise.
You need to repeat after me. Okay.
We're in preschool. We're in day school.
No. This is a mandate from our station manager. So you have to do this.
Yeah.
No,
right.
No, Ben. It is.
Right.
You're good. Just do it.
Just stop. Just stop and just repeat after me. I've been Oppenheimer.
Is this a court of law?
No,
just do it, Ben.
Just do it. Stop.
I've been Oppenheimer.
I've been Oppenheimer.
We're swearing you in as president of the station.
I've been Oppenheimer.
Have been living under a rock.
Go say it.
Have been living under a rock
For the last how many months is it?
3 months.
3 months.
How is that? That's not true.
Ben,
I don't
say
think
it.
that.
Ben,
For the last 3 months, I've been Oppenheimer, been living under a rock for the past 3 months. That's not true.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done because I had no idea that New York State gambling is allowed.
And it's not true. I mean, it's not allowed.
All right.
He is so stupid. He is so stupid. Ben,
He said an insult on air.
You're allowed to do that.
This is who's being the example of Nassau Community College.
Ben,
This guy setting the moral example.
I'm more of an example than you.
No wonder he didn't go to Catholic school.
Oh man, you just do not know when to be quiet. As of January, mobile sports betting is legal in New York State, and you did not know that in our conversation off air. How do you feel?
It wasn't allowed in New York State.
It wasn't, but it is for 3 months now.
Ben, if it is illegal, New York State, come get me. Come get me. Josh,
Well,
yeah.
you're
wrong.
Well,
You're wrong.
for the stuff you did before.
Well, you're wrong. So
the
just
stuff
admit
you
you're
did
wrong.
before.
Just admit you're wrong, and we can move on.
You were on DraftKings. It should be investigated.
No. Just admit. Your mic is off, Ben. Your mic is off. Admit you're wrong.
Censorship.
Admit you're wrong, and we can move on.
I'm wrong when you admit it's censorship. What's going on?
It's censorship.
It is censorship. Because we don't want to hear it.
Admit you're wrong.
It's freedom of speech.
No,
there's no freedom of speech in the country of Deus, United States.
All right,
Deus.
he's done for the day.
Okay.
All right, now I of course want to get to the breaking Deshaun Watson news, but first I have to do this. Matt Leonard is a big Green Bay Packers fan here, right?
Oh, I was going to suggest you play something. What are you going to play? No!
And poor...
Take the phone call.
It's from,
poor Matt Leonard and his Green Bay Packers...
Wrong button.
No, it's not the wrong...
Take the phone call.
Got a great handle because...
Well, that's just wrong. Okay, well, that's just not working. My bits aren't working.
On the right. Take the phone call.
Yeah, I know. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
What's up, Anthony? It's Eric.
Hey, Eric.
I regret taking the phone call.
No.
Censoring me, Eric.
No, Eric.
Hey, by the way, really quick, Anthony, first off, number one, I feel bad right now because death, taxes, and Ben Oppenheimer trying to hijack a show.
Our absolutes of life.
Eric, where were you during the blackout?
Ben, your mic is muted. Just pretend.
During the what? The blackout or the lockout? I can't hear you with your off mic.
Eric, we had a blackout here like a few weeks ago.
And where were you, Eric? Where were you during the blackout?
I was in Manhattan.
Oh, right.
Let Eric get to his point.
All right.
He's not going to be able to hear.
All right. So what's your point, Eric? What'd you come here to grace us?
I don't want to talk. We don't want to talk to Josh.
Oh, so I'm not good enough for...
All right, he's off the microphone. Nope. You can speak to Josh now.
What's up, Eric?
What's up, Josh?
What's going on?
Nothing much. First off, how do you feel about Deshaun Watson basically passing you up for the Cleveland Browns?
You know what, Eric? I was prepared to come in today and talk about just the dreadful possibility of the Falcons getting him, the hated rival. Nobody hates the Atlanta Falcons more than me. I promise you. So I was prepared for that. And then, like, it was all set up. He was going home. He got Quavo, Lil Baby, everybody recruiting him to come home. So I'm like, all right, this is a wrap.
It's a lineup from 2 years ago.
And a decent Atlanta Falcons team that could probably compete in the division if they have him.
I don't know about that. I mean,
decent. The Panthers aren't great. The Colts don't have a quarterback.
Where'd you get the Colts from?
Yeah, where'd that come from,
No, not
Eric?
the Colts. Wrong South.
Eric, you're not prepared for the...
No. Ben, I'm going to make a deal with you. And Eric, just give me a second. Ben, every time you say something inflammatory or mean, your microphone gets muted.
I agree.
You muted the whole day.
Eric, you were an employee of here. Do you agree with
That's ridiculous.
with that?
Hey, listen. I've done it a few times. I basically approve this message.
Thank you.
That's outrageous.
I got the blessing.
Eric, you never responded to my text about Tom Petty.
Okay.
The what?
okay. Oh, now, Eric.
No, you're done. You're done. You're done.
muted both mics?
I muted both mics. He's still getting picked up by the
Now
other
Gina
microphones.
can't talk.
What did he say, though?
I don't know.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Ben wants to know why you haven't responded. Okay, go ahead, Ben.
You didn't respond to my Tom Petty text, Eric. I said
I don't even think I ever got it. What was it?
Yes,
She
you
has
did.
a number blocked.
Check your phone from 5. No, I'm not falling into that. Almost did that.
No, right now.
We didn't try to tell you to give out your number. You did that on your own.
But Eric, I sent you a text because you talked about how you like Tom Petty, so I sent you a text how I listened to Free Falling, and it made me appreciate his work more. I thought you would be appreciative that I texted you that and got no response. And this is
I gotta say, I really don't remember this text exchange. I'll look back on it, and then I'll find
Well,
it.
it wasn't an exchange. It was
Hold on.
one text.
It's funny I don't remember that.
Ben, he just said, what's the line from Mad Men? I don't even think about you. He basically he basically said that, Ben.
Eric, what was your point on sports?
Right. We need.
No, I was just asking about the fact that how the Cleveland Browns just came out of nowhere after they were told that they were out on Deshaun Watson to finally landing him. This kind of changes the outlook of the AFC. Not by much because the AFC West still exists.
Yeah.
But, I would say that the Browns probably, right now, even after getting rid of Landry, obviously no Beckham, there's definitely going to be no Baker Mayfield now. Could you probably see that the Browns are going to be competitive for the division title?
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I mean, just on the recruitment front, they were really, even after the Browns were the first team Deshaun ruled out, they didn't stop recruiting, and they knew that the number one sticking point to any athlete, whether it's playing at home or winning, it's money. They came back with a $230 million offer that Deshaun couldn't refuse. Now he's there. Now it's going to be interesting to see what happens next, because with this Deshaun decision, everything else was on hold. I mean, Jarvis Landry has not signed. Tyrann Mathieu haven't signed. Teron Armstead, left tackle, hasn't signed. So it's going to be interesting to see how the dominoes fall. But the Browns have their guy now. They have their guy. They have their quarterback in the division that also features Burrow, Jackson. We'll see what the Pittsburgh Steelers are. They still have a fantastic defense.
They're not going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They have Mitch Trubisky. They have the MVP. What
and
are
they
you
have
talking
Mike
about?
Tomlin still.
Yeah,
too,
I know that's why, but they're not going to be good, I promise you.
Their defense is great. I mean, I wouldn't rule them out completely, but I don't think they're going to be great now.
Well, Eric,
I don't think the defense can really overpower the lack of the offense, though. That's the problem.
By not be good with the Steelers, do you mean a losing record? Because Mike Tomlin's never had one of those.
Well, this year might be the first. I don't want to count them out because how can you? I mean, due to their track record, they've constantly made the playoffs under Tomlin. They've constantly proved people wrong under Tomlin. I'm not discounting that, but, just due to the fact of the upgrades, and I think that the Baltimore Ravens had a completely off year, you could probably argue that the Steelers are third in that division. Maybe fourth, actually.
Fourth? Oh God, that would be terrible. I mean, they made the playoffs last year by the skin of their teeth, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the Bengals completely overachieved.
Baltimore
now you have
wasn't
the Browns
healthy.
with Deshaun Watson, and the Ravens had an off year.
They weren't healthy.
Wait, can I ask Eric a serious question?
If it's a serious question,
no, it actually
yes.
is. I'm getting a no caller ID on my phone right now.
He's calling us. How can he call you?
Hold on. Ben, let me just preface this. Are you theorizing that
Eric calling you?
No,
Mr.
I'm
Eric
saying
Fischetti.
he got someone else to do it because that's happening.
No,
He's
Ben,
not.
no.
He's too stupid. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, that might have been the dumbest thing you've ever said after saying the Giants should draft a wide receiver and running back and then trade them for more
Are
picks.
you serious? Whoa.
I told you that, Eric.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I will. Let me tell you what happened because I got to say, Eric,
love to hear this.
I miss your handling of him. Like he's just he's out of control. So
Wait a minute. Wait. Now I want to talk to him really quick.
Go ahead, Eric.
You want to draft a running back and a wide receiver? Do you watch football, dude?
Wait. Where's this coming from? I didn't.
You did say that. You did.
We have
audio.
the receipts. We have live video. We
I
have
didn't
the
say that.
podcast.
Excuse me. I said that. I wasn't talking about that right now. Why did you bring that up? Why did you bring?
Because it's dumb.
Well, all right. So Eric can't get silenced for saying I'm dumb or
he's speaking
or
facts.
No. I never said you were dumb. I never said you were dumb.
Excuse me, Eric.
I never said you were dumb. I said that the stuff that comes out of your mouth is dumb.
Eric, listen to me.
Yes.
Deus won't get censored.
How you
for
doing, by the way?
Not good. Because first of all, I just got a prank call. Someone just prank called me, and I'm wondering.
It wasn't me.
Because I get prank called a lot.
my
it's
goodness.
so funny. It's so funny, right?
No, Ben, let me get you back on track.
No, all right. So what I'm
Answer
saying
that.
is, why didn't Deus get censored for calling me stupid? When he
He's
said
the
he
host.
won't-
We can't censor the host.
He said inflammatory.
uncensored.
He said
There you go.
He said I would if I said inflammatory things on air, I would get my mic shut off. He just called me stupid.
And I agree.
Why? So why does Anthony still have the privilege of having the mic?
Wow, this really got off the rails.
Smart.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
Why does he get to call me stupid? But when I say something that's just a slightly different idea, I get my mic shut off.
You know why, Ben? I'm going to tell you.
Anthony
No.
He never got his mic shut off. That's what I'm saying.
No. Let me tell you
never
why.
got your mic shut off.
What is going on?
Because Eric, you wouldn't think this.
Welcome
is a
to
sports
Fridays,
show.
Eric.
Welcome to Fridays.
Hey, listen, I lived it.
So listen, and let me explain this Ben
not
thing
over,
really
Eric.
quickly. Let me explain
Okay.
this Ben thing really quickly.
Yeah.
So, what was it 2 Fridays ago? You'd say?
Yeah, about.
It was.
2 Fridays ago, we were talking about who the Giants should draft with 5 and 7.
Yes.
Correct? And
Offensive line and defense if they can do it.
right, and that'd
Best
be the
player
logic.
available, I think.
I said they
No, okay, say what
Hold on,
you said.
hold on.
Say what you
I
said.
said they should draft a running back and a wide receiver and trade them.
No, he's done. See now.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Can I just get some clarification? Did he just say draft a running back and a wide receiver to trade them?
Yes.
Yes. That's why
What
you
kind
laugh.
of
It's not
stupid
that
nonsense is
because
that?
you get value.
You're wasting a
then you-
first-round pick.
Because then you
You're
get
wasting
value
two
for it,
first-round
Eric.
You get value for taking players, then trading them for a lesser value.
That happens in the NBA all the time when they draft it.
That's
not the
different. That's
NBA.
very different.
It's not the
You can't
NBA.
win with him. Like as much as we try to set him up for success, he just doesn't care.
Can I just say one thing, not about this?
Yes.
Well, it's
Yes.
on track, but it's not about this. I'm going to say thank you, Eric, for the beautiful distraction from Davante Adams. Thank you.
Oh, we're not
Oh
done
yeah.
with him.
By the way, go
I know
Raiders.
we're not done with. Yeah, I know we're not done with me. And you're a Raiders fan, Eric. I get it, but you know.
You're a Raiders fan for
not.
real, Eric?
Wait, how you?
No,
Raiders-
he's like his second team is the
Eric,
Raiders.
I'm not. I
Raiders
just happen to like them for a long
His
time.
second team is the Raiders.
Shout out Jamarcus Russell.
Regardless, they're going to be real good this season.
Yeah,
Raiders
yeah,
And,
they
and
will.
the former quarterback turned wide receiver Terrell Pryor.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Real Pride.
Wow, Terrell Pryor.
That's a name.
Oh man.
Eric, before you go, I just want to say that was a good game last night
Yes.
between the Islanders and the Rangers.
That was awesome.
not.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you right now. I worked the Ranger game last night. I'm the only Islander fan on that crew, and I will say this: I went home pretty happy last night.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
you guys.
What did Hank have to say?
Hank wasn't there.
Ah,
It wasn't a Lundqvist day.
I know.
It was a Valaket and John Giannone day.
Okay.
Very good combo. Very good.
Amazing combo. Nice guys, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure.
So Eric,
Alrighty, guys. I'll let
Let him
I'll
go,
let
yeah,
you get
Eric,
Eric, going to
please,
stop
let's-
by sometime. We still don't know why the
Say no,
we
say
still
no.
don't know why the blackout happened.
You know what, Eric? Why don't you stop by like on any other day of the week, not a Friday?
But then I won't get to meet
How
him.
does Monday through Thursday?
Oh, yeah, you're
count?
right.
That sounds great,
I'm here
Eric.
every day.
Well, don't do Mondays because he's recording Monday. So
Okay, Tuesdays through Thursday. How does that sound?
Come Tuesday with Dom. That'd be great.
All right, there you go. All right, guys, have a great show.
all right,
Thank you, Eric.
All right, Eric.
Thank
Miss
you.
you.
No, thank you, Eric.
Thank you so much for calling. I mean, between Mike and him, just
Oh, well, Mike didn't call it so, but Mike makes it a Friday thing now.
well, Mike, I think Mike might have a few college basketball picks for us later.
is Mike calling?
We
Is that
don't
confirmed?
need to hear from Mike.
We might.
Is Mike going to call? Is that a confirmed?
We might.
I'm done hearing from Mike. I don't need any more calls.
Well,
from
we're
Mike.
done with you, but you're still here. I am. See, this is what
You're
happens.
just really mad today.
Listen, I had a large iced coffee and I was watching college basketball. It's just I'm bouncing off the wall.
Oh yeah, yeah. We can see it. The low ratings bouncing off the.
He is.
All right.
All right.
Next point, Anthony. Next point.
That one fell flat. That one fell flat. I'll admit it. That one fell flat.
Anthony, go
As of
on.
every- I don't know where to be. I don't even know how to get the train back on the track because this is just. It's like you just.
Just pivot. Just pivot.
Can I just go on a little rant real quick?
Of course.
So with this Deshaun Watson stuff that's been
Here we
going on, I have a real problem with any time a large, like big time athlete requests a trader as a free agent. This fans with sources stuff. So you had this Falcons fan on Twitter yesterday. He tweets out, "Oh, Falcons and Deshaun Watson is a done deal. I just got the text. I got a text from my source." I'm like, first of all, at the time, it was a 50-50 thing with the Saints and the Falcons.
Yes.
You are literally taking a coin flip and calling it sources. So your sources are telling you Deshaun is going to the Falcons. Shut up.
Maybe his sources are in the 50% on the Falcons.
No, he's taking a coin flip because he knows there's a 50% chance he's going to be right.
There's one guy on Rangers Twitter that does this. They're saying, oh, they're going to get the big free agent. You know nothing unless you have a check mark, and even then, unless
This
you
guy had a check
the
mark.
Top,
Wow.
The top three of the sport is reporting on it or of your team. Nobody should trust that. Nobody.
I agree.
It's like common sense, but I had to literally get on Twitter and remind people, if it's not Schefter, if it's not Rappaport,
What if it's Barry, insert last name here?
Or Ken Rosenthal.
not him.
Or no, he's baseball. Ken
He
Rosenthal.
is, yeah. Well, he's trusted, though. Ben's right.
How
Ben's
do you mix
right.
that up?
He is.
How do you mix that up? though?
Ben's
See?
right.
Hold on. Maybe I was wrong.
You're talking about trusted insiders.
Trusted
Ben's
insiders.
right.
If you were just talking about baseball, in general, I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Thank you.
Whoa,
yeah.
the details just came out on the trade.
Let's hear him.
3 firsts,
Okay.
a third, and
Expected.
potentially a 5th for Deshaun. No players
No
involved.
player.
No players?
Well,
Wow.
I think they could do something there with that, though.
Oh wow.
They'll turn it into good players, but there were no players in the deal.
You get
no
get-
Baker.
no Baker.
How crazy is that?
Is Baker a Colt now?
Hopefully for him.
The holdup, too, with the Falcons, I thought it was a done deal like this morning, but I thought the holdup was Matt Ryan and where they were going to move him.
Right.
'Cause
Had to be.
He was an aging quarterback who had 1 year left on his deal, yeah, but it's a big, like, $40 million cap hit. For Matt Ryan, so no team was going to take that. I think that might have been the holdup here, and that allowed the team like the Cleveland Browns to swoop in, but man, this is a crazy turn of events. Like, the Browns were the first team Deshaun Watson eliminated from the process.
Right. Oh, right.
Just turn your mic off.
I'm sorry.
It'd be like that.
It happens to everybody.
There's just a lot on the docket to get to. There's
Yes.
just major news. The AFC is just getting better and better.
We always get blindsided by news right as we start.
I
It throws
thought
the whole show off.
I thought I'd have like 30 minutes of just killing college basketball teams that choked
Nope.
last night. Not even.
I thought Luke Voit would be the big story of the day.
Well, that,
Nah, I
that
think
too.
it's the upset. I think the upset's probably the biggest story going in. That,
Maybe.
Well,
College basketball wise, yes.
Yeah, I was saying for college
Saying
basketball.
sports in general.
But I
Oh,
want to
my
move.
Yankees made a trade
I
today.
want to move to a topic that's close to home for Mr. Matt Leonard.
Okay.
Time.
This
Well-
is so ridiculous.
I am so sorry, Matt.
I'll be hearing this
You're-
song a lot less next year.
Yes, you will. You might not even be seeing a Lambeau leap from Aaron Rodgers.
He'll run it and he'll have to. You don't know to throw to.
I gotta say. So, if you didn't know, the Green Bay Packers traded
So ridiculous.
their best receiver, the best
Best in
receiver in
football.
best in football, to the Las Vegas Raiders for a first and a second round pick. Wow.
May I?
That was a creepy
Sure,
breathe.
just
May I, Anthony?
Just really quick.
I'm mad, Ben.
That's pathetic.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, that is
It was funny.
So,
He went like it's when you're about to eat like soup or something, and you go.
I'm not talking about you. Talking about him.
Yeah, you sounded like you were about to eat something.
Matt, I'm going to give you the floor.
Thank you.
The floor is completely yours.
Wow, the mics are off. It's creepy.
I want the floor to be yours.
Thank you. This is creepy.
I don't want.
Thank you.
I don't want any interference. I really
Okay,
want to
thank
see
you.
how you feel.
Let me have the floor.
Oh, speak, Matt. Speak.
All right.
One thing, like even when you can with the headphones, you can know when your microphone is off. Mm-hmm. He just doesn't even know.
Doesn't
that's
care. That's what
ridiculous.
it is.
That is ridiculous.
All right. Davante Adams is traded by the Green Bay Packers. We know it's just a fact. The trade has been completed. It's over. They get a first-round pick this year and a second-round pick this year in return. I thought about this a lot last night when I was losing sleep over it. And let's see. I would have no issue with them trading Adams if you can't pay him the money because you paid Rodgers too much. It's not right because Rodgers should have taken less.
Sure.
But fine. I get it. He doesn't want to play under the franchise tag, get something back before he leaves. That's fine with me. Don't get back a first and second round pick for the best receiver in football and let them sign him to a contract that you could have signed him
And
to.
what bothered me, they said two prime
picks. Unless that second round pick is like 33, I don't get why we did this.
What's the Tums thing? Dum 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 dum.
Yep.
Very.
When I say Tums.
No.
They Tum to Tum.
Well,
Tum.
we're changing it.
Yeah, Tom.
We're changing it.
No. Play the thing we added. Do it.
I know.
Sports.
Quick starts.
No, it's in sports.
Is it in sports?
Yeah, look it up.
Well, see, this is the problem when we do things like this, which is we gotta look
I
it
know.
up.
Just find it.
Oh, it's my fault.
It's not you. It's not you.
Who was blaming you?
You did. You
No
did
one
the
blamed
hand gesture.
You dum-dum.
There you go. There we go.
It's from
Packers
Night,
Dum
it's from
Dum.
Night at the Museum, right?
Yes, it is.
Great movie.
It's it's one of my favorite bands.
Packers Dum Dum.
Ben Stiller
There
movie.
it is.
I mean, could you alienate Aaron Rodgers even more?
That's like I get the Jordan Love pick. I think it was too early. Everyone thinks it was too early. Rodgers, most importantly, thinks it was too early. That got him really mad.
What is the
Why would you do this
like
now?
why?
Well,
I
Rodgers
mean-
had comments about it. You see this?
I did not.
Rodgers' comments said he signed his contract knowing damn well Davante Adams will never play for the Packers again.
Really?
Yes.
So there was beef.
No. He just knew they were letting him go, and he signed his contract knowing that fact. He didn't hate him. He loves him.
Wow.
So there's no part of you that doesn't blame Rodgers for this?
I don't blame
At all?
Rodgers for this. No, I don't.
I don't know.
I think
about that.
there's-
I
you can
blame
make
the
the
fact that we're owned by the fans, and we can't pay people big money.
I think there could be a little bit of blame put on Rodgers in the sense that he
didn't push Adams out.
No. But I'm saying he took the money he did instead of taking a pay cut. And if winning a championship was so important to him,
the pay cut I have a problem with. Yes,
and that's the blame where you could say, okay, maybe there's blame there.
I'm happy he got his money, but also he could have used some of that money to sign Davante Adams. And,
Absolutely.
You know, that connection is the best in football. Well, it was the best in football when it was right.
It was unstoppable
Exactly.
for multiple seasons.
I watched the last touchdown pass he threw to him. It was against the Vikings. He was like falling into the end zone.
Just like the Packers falling out of contention.
No, they're still going to win the division.
Well, it's not saying much.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a hard division at all.
It's like the Buccaneers winning this year's division with no Deshaun in the fold. It's pretty much. I mean, listen, we're not talking about division with the Packers. It's going to be, can this team win a Super Bowl? Are y'all good?
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
Very good.
Bada boom.
But yeah, it's,
Smartest thing he's ever said.
but the issue with the Packers is not division; it's Super Bowl, and this is a big hit to their Super Bowl hopes.
I agree with
It was
that.
the best connection in football, unstoppable. Yes, they didn't win the last two seasons, 13-win seasons that Devonte Adams had a lot to do with, but I don't see any way, unless I don't even know what's out there they can replace Adams.
I was thinking,
with.
who's going to replace him? Julio Jones. I talked to you guys about that last night, and I came to the decision that's not a good idea.
He's a little washed, yeah.
I
He got
wanted
hamstring
Julio.
problems.
I think the thing is someone has to unlock what's left of him. And I feel like if he played with an elite quarterback, like if he goes to the Bucs or the Packers, I think he'll be not what he was. He'll be better than the Titans Julio, though.
I agree, because it's Aaron Rodgers throwing him the football, and he can develop that chemistry.
Yeah. Oh,
And they're
Juju
both-
Smith is now off the market. Great.
Where'd he go?
Chiefs.
Really?
Ooh,
That's nice for them.
wow.
That's a
They got
nice.
Tyreek Hill, Juju Smith.
And they
Nicole
needed
Hardman.
Wow.
They needed a second receiver too.
Yeah, to take some of the pressure off of Tyreek Hill and Juju Smith. I don't watch football a lot, but I think that's the perfect way to kind of free up Tyreek Hill right there.
It's a perfect, to your point, Gina. It's a perfect
Well,
compliment for Tyreek
it's
Hill.
weird. You get rid of Jackson Mahomes, And why? And then you bring it to-
Oh,
I know where you're going with this.
He's talking
Oh, the
about
TikTok?
Yeah.
TikToking.
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So Mahomes is
He'll
still gonna
dance
have
on
to
the
deal with that.
logos, and oh god, why would they do that? Thinking about it now.
yeah.
But yeah, the thing about
Oh, wow,
what
you're right.
wide receivers are out there to replace Davante Adams with besides Julio Jones? Who's out there?
Jarvis Landry.
No, not good enough.
Jarvis plays for the
OBJ.
Jaguars,
OBJ,
right?
oh,
What did I? And they called me a madman.
for the Giants,
They
you're
call-
still a madman. For the Packers, he fits.
I still like him to go to the Giants.
But let's just
The mic is off.
I'm not giving him any leeway.
Matt.
I'm sorry.
Matt, let's
What's
just
up,
say
Josh?
this.
Yeah.
It's you're not going to replace Devonte Adams with one guy.
Absolutely
it's
not.
really going to have to be
You
by
know,
committee.
receiving core. To,
Yeah, a whole so Jarvis Landry,
I
maybe
wanted
you
Allen
get
Robinson if
Odell.
this was going to happen, but you can't get him now. He's with the Rams. But Odell could go to.
Maybe you reunite
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham, LSU, get him in Green
Odell's
Bay.
hurt though. Do we know what his injury was in the Super Bowl? Do we know?
I
what
think
happened?
I believe he.
It was a knee.
ACL?
No, it was
Was
a.
it ACL?
It was a.
It was,
what is that?
Anthony?
A
It was-
sprain.
it was a
it
CL.
sprain? Was it a sprain?
It was a
CL?
UCL or
I'll look-
ACL?
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
I'll
LCL.
look
There's
it
an
up.
LCL too.
But I think it was
I'm
only
not
a
joking.
sprain. I don't think
Limited
it was a
LCL.
actual-
No, I was being stupid.
I don't think it was an actual tear though. I think he sprained
Was
it.
it the MCL or was it the L? No, UCL. LCL. UCL.
No, ACL
No,
tear.
UCL's
ACL
elbow.
tear.
Wow.
Tear?
ACL tear.
A lot of CLs going around here.
I mean,
LLC. Limited Liable Corporation.
you go.
WHPC.
Nice.
There's a C in there.
Thank you.
but my
Thank
point
you.
being,
We're halfway
it's-
through the show already.
I know.
Wow.
Well, he took up
Right.
the phone call took up.
No, not you. Eric, we're saying.
Oh, Eric.
Not you.
Oh,
But
But I
sorry.
think that was I enjoyed that. And
I
that was
enjoyed Eric's
necessary
phone call.
to
Oh,
call
yeah.
him out.
Oh yeah.
Very.
Back to the Adams and Packers front.
Please, yes.
To another point, you can't forget this is a very wide receiver heavy draft. There are a lot
Yes.
of great
Which
options
proves
at
my
wide receiver you
point.
can get,
Which proves my point.
but they're not. No, because it's
Let him talk.
situational.
Let him talk.
No.
Can someone just explain to me why it's such a crazy idea?
Who wants to do it? Can I do it?
Josh,
Go ahead.
You're
You know what?
you're the nicest guy in the group. Why don't you explain?
He's the nicest guy here.
I
you
am
know
the
what?
nicest guy. in
Let-
I will say that.
You
Very
two
nice.
pick because I can't.
Everyone else wants to destroy. You know, they hate they hate people who speak the truth.
Well, Ben, I'll say this to your Odell and Giants front. Like,
No. Explain the other thing. The
About
wide
why
receiver
the
draft.
Giants shouldn't draft a wide receiver and a running back and then
trade them.
and then trade for a defensive.
You have the honor, Josh.
You think it's happened
the whole point of the draft is that you get to pick by the position that you need
but-
what you need.
But then you cheat. What I'm saying is, it's like a cheat code to get what
No,
you
it's
want.
not.
No, it's not. What?
It's been done before.
Ben, if you have the option to
In the
pick
NBA.
specific player, oh, I like that
So
player.
who
Let's pick
says it
him.
can't be done in the NFL?
It's very different types of
It's
drafts.
extremely
Did
different.
we cover everything with him?
No.
No. Okay.
But it's like the Giants
Go on, Ben,
need.
mic's on.
The priority for any team in the NFL is you need to improve the trenches. You need really, to take Gettleman's phrase, hog mollies in there.
Hog Molly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is that the priority for?
I'm done.
That's what
I'm
football is
done.
based on.
I'm done.
What I'm saying is, it's not like your priority always has to be a decent defensive line. It's like I remember 3 years ago they asked what the Giants' priority was, and I didn't even follow the draft that much 3 years ago, but I remember it was like defensive line
At
every
the
year.
time, yeah, they drafted
Right.
Odell in the first round
so
years
it's
ago.
like
They
it's
needed a
always
receiver back
defensive
then.
line. It's like, why does it always have to be defensive line? We can trade
Because
for
it's been weeks for like 10 years.
Ben,
Since Justin
offensive
Tucker,
line.
Jason Pierre-Paul have been a weak spot.
That's a bigger statement on the organization.
But that's why they need to draft defensive line. They haven't been
Right,
doing it.
Hold on.
but
Did you
we-
just answer your own question there?
He might have.
He might have.
Why is it that the Giants had Saquon Barkley, Odell Beckham Jr.,
I love
Evan Ingram,
Saquon.
Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard?
I love all those
these
guys.
all these great skill
Jason
positions.
Pierre-Paul- No, he was.
was
that
defensive line.
Yeah, oh, he was. Yeah,
He's
Jason
defensive
Pierre-Paul.
line.
But all these great skill position guys, and why have they remained to suck? Why do they still suck, Ben?
Literally, they don't have an offensive
They have
line.
nobody in the trenches. They can't block for these guys. They can't rush the passer.
Hang on,
the refs
I
are
got
screwing
some-
up.
no, don't do that.
That's part of it.
I got something
When's
I
the
got to
last
say.
time the Giants had a good offensive line? I don't even watch the
Super Bowl
sport. I don't
years.
know.
2011.
Super Bowl years.
Exactly. I don't.
They had decent offensive line 26.
No, literally, Eli Manning
Decent, I'll give you
couldn't
that.
stay in the pocket for
It
more than
was-
5 seconds for
I'll
like
give
his
you
last
decent.
few years of his career.
It was decent.
They made the
26.
playoffs. It was decent. But
Barely.
Ben, what I'm going to say about this is, how do you get enough time to throw to a good wide receiver, even if you have the best receiver in the world? How do you get your quarterback time?
You got to have good linemen.
Yes. Do the Giants have good linemen right now as currently constructed?
I didn't say they did. But I said we can get some of the best linemen in the NFL if we trade those nice picks with what we get. Nobody's
Why
ever
wouldn't you
done
just
that.
trade the
Giants-
pick if you're going to do that?
They're so bereft of young
we
talent right
could.
now.
I'm not saying trade the pick. Don't trade the pick. But if you want to do that, just trade the pick. You get more value out of a pick than a player.
You think so?
If you're trading a rookie wide receiver that you just drafted or the pick, they can pick whoever they want. The pick's more valuable.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if a pick is always going to be more valuable than a player. Because let's say a team.
Well, if it's an established player like Davante Adams or someone like that, then yeah, the player is more valuable.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying
That's
a
what
rookie wide receiver that you just drafted, no one knows who they're going to be and what they're going to be. That's not a very valuable asset.
It could be
Unless
though.
you drafted a Trevor Lawrence who comes around once every
Right.
10 years. And that's the first pick usually.
Well, what pick do the Giants have this year?
5 and 7.
5. That's pretty close to number one.
But it's not number one. They're not going to get a number one talent at 5. They'll get a good
but they'll
player,
get a
not
top
number
10
one talent.
talent.
They
Two
will.
top 10
They
talents.
will. Then they should take the picks. We're
So,
close.
Again, like he knows the answer.
We're close.
It's like that's the SpongeBob episode with Patrick and the wallet.
The lid.
No, not even.
Oh, this is your wallet.
This is your wallet. It says Ben Oppenheimer.
firmly grasp it in your hand, right?
Nope.
no, wrong joke.
Wrong
Come
one.
on. You've never seen the episode firmly grasp.
That's not what. That's not the point.
When
of me bringing up the reference.
when they put this the poll.
All right, we're moving on. I want to get to some baseball. And it affects basketball too.
How?
So the New York City Health Commissioner has made it clear that the private business vaccine mandate is not going to change for the foreseeable future. So that means unvaccinated Yankee players and Met players can't play home games. And Kyrie, hold on. All right. Kyrie is still not able to be playing home games.
Well, first of all, I know every single person's going to agree with me on this. With Kyrie, it's like, how does it make sense? He can't play the home game, but and I don't care what type of COVID measures you believe in or whatever, but he can't play at home, but he can sit on the sidelines without a mask.
Exactly. It is the logic and the science don't match up with it.
Right. So it's
And listen, I should say this. I think people should get the shot, but at the end of the day, it's your choice, and things are starting to open up. But if you could go out and party with them in a crowd of people, but you can't play on the same court.
Right.
Where's
In
the
the
logic
locker
in
room.
that?
right.
You can be in the locker room.
So someone should write a letter to the
Randy Levine, the president of the Yankees, did, and they didn't change anything.
Really?
Why have I never heard that name? Be the president of the Yankees.
But let me say something else about the baseball teams. Baseball, there's even, I think if you're unvaccinated, you're playing baseball. It's like you're open air. You're
Right.
you're outdoors. I don't think it's even as bad as the situation with Kyrie. It's like if you're an unvaccinated baseball player, that's your choice. It's that's your decision. But it's
Right.
It's like it's open air. It's like it's not as bad
And
as being inside.
this brings up another point. Last year, 55% of the Mets weren't vaccinated, correct?
55 were.
So 45
were not.
So
That's
45.
actually a lot.
That's
So
not a lot.
45
No,
weren't.
I'm saying a lot that weren't. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yes.
So 45 weren't, yet they were at the stadium with unvaccinated people. Vaccination rates have gone up since then. So you're
For the Mets, too.
For not, but the
for
stands as
everyone.
well.
Yeah.
They have gone up. So why didn't you do it last year? I mean, the vaccine was available last year. Why didn't you make that mandate last year? But now that rates are going up and everything, why are you still holding on to this?
It makes no
Right.
sense. It's
doesn't.
senseless. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm like you, Anthony. I'm all for people getting the shot, but again, there's a choice. And
Right,
I
and I look at the thing with Anthony Rizzo. He's apparently not vaccinated. He had cancer.
yeah, because he's medical reasons.
Right, so
you can get an exemption. That's different.
And that's the point. So where's you got to either look like a fool keeping this mandate in, or just admit your losses and move on.
Why would you sign Anthony Rizzo after the mandate came out? Is my question.
Because, well, one, you couldn't get Olsen.
I understand. No,
Don't let me get angry.
You
now.
traded Luke Voit, who I don't know if he's vaccinated or not.
I want to get to that.
Okay.
But go ahead.
You trade Luke Voit today. He could have been your first base option. Not a great one, but he could possibly play home games for you. Mm-hmm. Rizzo, there's no way he's getting this thing. And I don't understand. The mandate was in place before they signed Rizzo. Why would you even consider that?
Well, this is the Yankees.
You're signing a Kyrie Irving half-time player.
This is the Yankees doing things ass backwards that we've seen these last few years.
They don't think. They don't think.
But either way, this has got to change soon. Even I said this before, and I'm not even a Net fan. I just want to see Kyrie play more. Because not even just political reasons, but it's like, let's move on with this. Let's be cautiously proceed with this, right? Mm-hmm. But if this is just doing nothing and it's just, tacky rules, what's the point of it?
You know what I think? I think this will go one or two ways. I don't know what is going to happen, but I think there is a way that, as far as the baseball players can play this, like there's a large amount of them that are unvaccinated, and the season has yet to start. If they wanted to, hypothetically speaking, they could do like a kind of like, a stakeout or something like that. Like they could be like, okay, if we're not getting back, like come as a unanimous decision and not get vaccinated. What happens then? Like, I don't think that. I
don't think there's enough of them for that.
You don't think there's enough?
I don't think there's enough of them to do that. Like, not enough to bring a movement out of it.
I just want to ask a question because I genuinely don't know the answer. Did any of these rules, like unvaccinated players can't play in their home stadium in New York, did some of that have to do with any of the labor disagreements?
No.
Any of those,
this is a city rule.
Just talking about the lockout and everything?
Yeah, the lockout.
No,
did any of it have to do with any of that?
There's a New York City law for everybody that works in New York City.
Right.
And it's considered a job, so.
Right, because there's no MLB mandate.
No, there's not.
I'm right about that, right?
None of the leagues have a
NBA mandate either.
None of the leagues have a mandate. They have
It's
regulations. You have to wear a mask if you're not vaccinated, which is fair.
It's solely just an example of politics and sports mixing, and anytime those two
horrible.
mix, it's a horrible thing. Because what's the main reason?
Like oil and water.
What's the main reason Kyrie Irving isn't playing right now?
Eric Adams.
He's saying that cops lost jobs, hospital workers lost jobs.
Kyrie Irving still has a job. He still gets paid to do his job.
But he's saying all these essential workers have lost their jobs. It would look bad to put Kyrie Irving back out there just because I want the Nets to win a title.
I get that. I get that a little bit.
I get it a little bit too, but on the surface of playing games and he can sit courtside.
That's where it makes no sense.
And that makes sense. And you can go into the locker room and it doesn't make sense and you find him.
You're not letting the nurses and doctors back into the hospital and not working. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear you.
You're not going to go hang out. Oh, let's go hang out with the rest of the nurses while they're doing their job. I'm going to go high-five them and dap them up while, they're giving a surgery. No, you can't do that.
It's like his greatest fear is letting Kyrie play, letting Aaron Judge and whoever else is unvaccinated play, and then you have this
Is Aaron Judge unvaccinated?
He is.
He is, yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's unvaccinated.
And there's another thing. Like, you're taking on the Yankees, which is a powerful entity.
Yeah.
And the Mets, who are now even more so than they were.
Yes, sir.
They do have a platform to basically verbally, not to the point of slander, but trash you verbally on a big platform, which is going to make you even look bad.
Are you saying trash Eric Adams or trash the Queens or Brooklyn commissioner or Bronx commissioner? Are you saying the mayor?
You could say both, Adams and the New York City health commissioner.
Yeah. It's crazy.
His greatest fear, Eric Adams, is he lets Kyrie play, lets all these unvaccinated guys play, ends the mandate, and then you have all these people that lost their jobs come in crowds and start protesting. Saying, give us our jobs back.
Well, you backed yourself into a corner.
Yeah.
Right. That's why there's no wins with whatever happens with this.
Yeah.
Because if you do one thing, because people are going to stay upset about Kyrie not being able to play at home, but also if you let him play, then you're going to have essential workers who were let go who are going to be angry.
They're going to be stampeding.
Right. They're going to be like,
I promise
they're going to be like, millionaire NBA player gets to do what he wants, but I guess we don't because we're the essential workers, and that's what they're going to say. Mm-hmm. So it's like that's why it's like it's a no-win scenario. And this is another thing I was thinking about. If they say right now, there's only been 3 shots. There's the vaccination and the booster shot.
All right.
And I'm not opposed to whatever. It's just like whatever it is that's what it is. But if they start mandating yearly shots, are they going to do something where if a player didn't get a shot just 1 year, he can't play? Because if they mandate it every year, does that mean if he missed it one time, he's not going to be able to keep up and be able to play at home? You know what I'm saying? If they're going to keep doing that every year, because we don't know right now, is it just going to be those 3 shots and that'll be it? Or is it going to be every single year you're going to, like a flu shot? Which, I'm not opposed to the flu shot. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is it going to be that kind of thing with every single year? I'm asking you guys.
Well, you can't predict COVID. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And with the Eric Adams thing, you're not fooling anybody. We know, like any smart person knows, money drives political decisions.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Money drives it. The Brooklyn Nets, the Yankees, the Mets.
Steve Cohen.
You're not fooling anybody by just keeping them out. Like, oh, we want to be fair to the people that lost their jobs. Like, no, we know eventually that's what you want to do. That's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You're just being a politician right now, and it's affecting the sports teams here.
What do you got, Matt?
In the words of the great Mets manager Buck Showalter, if they give me a 4-star, stick it wherever you want.
Excuse me?
Buck Showalter said that.
He said what again?
He said, if they come out with a 4-shot, stick it in me. Stick it wherever you want. That's what he said. That's what he said. Is that at the press conference? It's fantastic. I love his press conferences.
He is a very entertaining guy.
I'm falling in love with this guy. He's amazing.
He's the perfect New York manager, isn't he?
I know.
He really is.
I miss Terry Collins, to be honest.
He reminds me of Terry.
Yeah,
Honestly, he does.
No, I'm not. I don't have anything against.
I think he's better than Terry.
But Terry Collins was my favorite Mets manager
I
when I
agree.
was
Of my
alive.
lifetime, I agree.
He's
Of my
an
lifetime.
interesting guy, and that whole the Dodgers Mets game, that
in
infamous
the
clip,
jackpot. In the jackpot.
What a great moment.
You gotta give us a shot.
Terry, and he's horrified.
People
The
can't
umpire was,
forget. People can't forget. Terry Collins led us to World Series and a wild card back to back.
Hey.
You know, we can't forget that.
Somebody ought to play that clip for Aaron Judge. You gotta give us a shot.
The one thing I don't like, or actually no, this isn't his fault, is when Harvey tried to stay in.
no.
I think Terry Collins should have said, he should have resisted that. He should have resisted letting Harvey try to stay in the game, because you guys all remember that if you were watching the Mets World Series. It was like a long time ago, but Harvey, he was pitching the whole game. He was pitching a great game in the World Series. It was the last Mets World Series game at Citi Field that year. Harvey
It was the
wanted,
last game of the World Series.
yeah,
that year.
Harvey wanted to pitch the whole game. He'd already pitched an amazing game. He decided to stay in the game. Terry Collins let him stay in the game.
But
he let him stay in
Ben,
the
what
game.
I'll say is that's a classic case of a second guessing after the moment, because any Met
It's also,
fan,
in the moment, I think it was emotion, and he was, Harvey, go do it. Yeah,
every
go get
Mets fan, hell, damn near every fan wanted Matt Harvey to finish
Yeah,
that
but
off.
that-
Absolutely, but he didn't have it.
But that's because we let our emotions over our.
I agree.
over our
I agree.
Thought processes.
just like I let my emotions lead me on to seeing the Yankees would get Freddie Freeman.
Mike ruined that for you.
Which is
I know.
Where is Mike?
It's not that good of a.
Text Mike.
It's not that crazy.
I will. I want to hear his.
want the picks.
I want his picks.
Anthony, I'm right there with you, because I feel gaslighted by Deshaun Watson right now, because you know what?
I guess.
When the reports first came out, it was the Saints and it was the Panthers, and then it's the Browns and it's a mystery team and it's all these other teams, and then the Falcons are the front runner.
Right.
And then, if he's not going to choose the Falcons, somehow he's going to choose the Saints.
I feel like
the Browns?
when insiders say mystery teams, it's just a way to set up like local writers to say, could this team trade for Deshaun Watson?
It's I'm not ready for the next big star to demand a trade, because I'm just over the fake sources.
If it's a wide receiver, I'm ready. Please.
Well, we know you are.
Please.
But the mystery teams, I'm over that whole thing. Like, please spare me.
I'm just so happy that out of all wide receiver is not a good position to have a hole, but I'm happy that's the one, because they have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers who can attract wide receiver talent. If we had, no offense, Josh, if Ian Book was the starting quarterback
I'm gonna
and
throw
Devonte Adams was requesting the trade, I'd be like, nope, I don't want to go there.
Right.
It's Devonte is a big loss again, but by committee, there's a way to make Rodgers happy, get enough good talent out there, and compete for the division.
If you look at the receiving core right now, it's Allen Lazard, Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he has chemistry with those guys.
He does, but they're not very good.
And maybe Robert Tonyan comes back. You never know.
He will. He has torn ACL. So he
Really, I just want to get to this before we get to college basketball.
Go.
I really want to talk about college basketball. The Yankees, of course, traded Luke Voit for
minor league pitcher.
Terrible trade.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Terrible trade, because you backed yourself into a corner where now you saw the numbers last year with Giancarlo Stanton. He was better when he was playing the outfield. Now that you get rid of Voit, and let's say somehow Rizzo would be able to get that medical exemption to play home games, right? You backed yourself into a corner where now if Hicks is healthy, you have to play Hicks at center field, and now you can DH Stanton, who is not going to be as good as he is in the field. And the numbers back that up. And now you're stuck with Gleyber Torres. And out of the two, I would have traded Gleyber Torres, because you still have a logjam in the infield.
And if you're going to trade Luke Voit, the return that they got, you got a lower A-ball pitcher for I mean, Luke Voigt's no groundbreaking player,
and
but
this is such a Cashman move because they traded for the flashy stat, not even stat, just that the kid can throw 102.
Yeah, he got a high fastball. Yeah,
it is such a Cashman move. It's crazy. He's losing it.
Is he a reliever or a starter?
I think he's.
Do we know?
Reliever.
Well, the minors you can be whatever you want. It can come up as anything.
Let me double check it. I saw it earlier.
If he's a reliever, this is the worst trade I've seen in some time.
I'm checking it out now.
I don't know why you would trade a major league starter for a minor league reliever.
It
I don't
just
care who
says
they are.
pitcher at what I'm looking at.
But if it was like AA or AAA, that a guy that has a chance to come up soon and make an immediate impact.
Well, he's played played 9 games and has on his decisions he's lost 3 games. So
he's played 9 games in his career.
Yeah.
Wow.
In his MILB.
Minor league baseball.
Yeah.
They got rid of Voit just to get rid of Voit.
We're doing great because you didn't even get a good return for him. You're going to trade somebody.
Somebody who played 9 minor league
just
games.
Just do Gleyber Torres. Just like.
Well, they didn't want Gleyber, I'm sure. Their middle infield is stacked right now.
But you don't even have to trade Voit, though, because now you backed yourself into a corner.
I really
where
thought
you're
the
going to be
Yankees...
like, we're going to miss Derek Dietrich from last year.
I thought the Yankees were going to get Will Myers in this deal when I saw it go down. Before I saw the return, I thought Will Myers is coming back.
Well, no, because that would...
Why not?
Take brains. There are no brains. It bothers me because there's
a zombie apocalypse. Go with the Yankees front office.
Go
You'll be
find
safe.
Brian Cashman.
You'll be safe with the Yankees front office. No brains.
I mean, you got to admit, you missed the old Steinbrenner.
Hold on. Oh man, I miss. What's the? How do they say?
What did I
it?
say?
No. How do they say it in Seinfeld? Big Stein.
Big Stein.
How he refers to himself in Seinfeld. But anyways, we have a caller. Caller, what's going on?
Yo!
Yes.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no!
Honest to God, I haven't heard anything stupid said by Ben in the last 5 minutes I've been listening. So I guess
I barely said anything.
Well, you missed the first 40 minutes of the show.
Just wait.
Right, I must have missed something.
Just wait. I'm gonna have to intellectually get it.
No, he's taking too long. He's taking too long. What's going on, Mike?
So I think especially you, Anthony. I think you're overreacting to this trade a little bit.
Oh, I am not.
I think you got to realize something. Luke Voit doesn't have much value right now around the league. He cannot stay healthy. He's a minus in the field. He has power, which is something, but you have a low A ball pitcher that you don't know what could be. You don't know what he's going to be yet. So he was a first-round pick, this kid, by the way, too. He's just young.
Mike, you would agree, though, if out of the two, you would probably trade Gleyber Torres over him, because now at least you have a backup DH.
No, I think that there's another move coming, and we just don't know what it is.
You say that, and then there's not going to be a move made. But you did.
I think there's another
predict
trade coming. Yeah. There has to be another trade coming. They can't tell you, especially the last 2 days, that they're working overtime. That's what Aaron Boone said. They're working overtime just to get this deal done. Something bigger is coming. I don't know where it is. I couldn't tell you what it's going to be, but something is coming. And I think Gleyber Torres, as I almost get into an accident on Merrick Road, could be done.
Let me ask you, do you think that's just Yankee talk? Like, we talk about coach speak, it's just Cashman speak? Or Boone speak?
What do you...
Like, they're just saying it just to, like, calm the waters, to get sort of pressure off them.
No, I truly believe that this is an unfinished product. Oh. There's no way. This cannot be the final product. And I'll tell you right now, I think that the more I think about it, the more I think the A's could be an option for Gleyber Torres if the Yankees add a prospect and go get the pitcher. And then ready for this? Ramon Laureano to play center field. What do you guys think of that?
I like that. I like that a lot.
Well, Mike. So I want to get to something false you said earlier when you said Luke Voit. When you said Luke Voit is a defensive negative on the field, where are the stats to back?
No, we're not doing the stats. Mike, I'm very glad you called up because I don't want to give any more just leeway to him.
Are we going to college basketball?
I want to go to college
basketball. I got
basketball.
one quick Yankees thing.
Okay, really quickly. Mike, stay on the line.
I'm looking at this, looking more at this kid the Yankees got in the Luke Voit trade. Not exactly, but this makes me think a little bit of when the Mets traded for Noah Syndergaard when they first got him. No, right? Mike, am I right?
I don't know enough about the kid. All I know is that he was a first-round pick.
At first glance, first-round pick, low A-ball, throws really hard, good fastball. Reminds me of Noah Syndergaard a little bit.
Could be. It also can remind you of a ton of guys, though, that throw really hard.
That's true.
The new wave. But you don't know what the trade is going to be. I don't hate it. I can't hate on it.
Mike, do you have any basketball picks for us? I know last night was tough. That was San Francisco +2 was a fantastic pick. They just choked.
Yeah, I had the money line, and it really that was tough. I got a couple today. One's going right now. I don't know how it's going. Miami +2.5 against USC. So we'll see how that goes.
Here,
put the game on.
Put the game. I'll look it up.
It is.
Put Gina's mic on.
40-40.
What I do?
Okay.
No, Gina, you didn't do anything. I just didn't want his microphone being picked up on your.
That makes sense.
It's no. Gina, I am sorry.
No, you're good,
Censorship. It's still censorship.
Yeah, I think there's 12-10 left in the game.
It is a tie game right now with 12-10 left.
Well, which game is this?
USC versus Miami.
USC is the 7th seed and Miami is the 10th.
I'm telling you right now, I got Duke going all the way as a Duke fan. Not because
What? No, the Duke ain't coming on.
No.
I mean, that's laughably.
They had. When have they been to the Final Four? And how many? 2-3 years, right? 3-4 years.
2015. Tyus Jones, Jahlil Okafor, Justice.
Literally, wow, we don't even hear about him in the league. You want to go back
This
to
Duke
him.
team's legacy is already sealed.
Excuse me.
It's already sealed.
Excuse me, bro. Let me tell you.
Excuse me, bro.
I want to be polite because I didn't want to sound.
polite, bro.
Josh, you are the
polite,
nicest
bro.
guy to be
Yes,
in the
I am.
studio.
Yes,
He's polite, calling me low ratings and him low energy. Really polite.
But Justice Winslow, Okafor, Tyus.
I don't need a history lesson. Get to the point.
That team won the final.
I don't need a history lesson. Let's go.
Yeah, but that's been
This
6
Duke
years.
team's legacy will be them losing Coach K's last game. At home.
They lost their
That's the
last home
legacy.
game. You
Against
can't.
UNC.
Yeah.
UNC.
Against UNC.
You
the right.
literally-
UNC is they had a bad night when they played against UNC last week. UNC is a
Of
much
all
lower
games,
seed. They're a much lower seed. They don't have as
Yes.
much talent as Duke.
Yes.
But of all games.
I'm a Duke.
You can't lose that game at home.
March Madness, that's history.
I'm not a bandwagon Duke fan either. My uncle went to Duke. My uncle went to Duke. I'm not
saying
bragging.
every show.
No, but I'm saying some people, they're Duke fans and they're
I'm with him on that.
No, you're right.
Fair enough.
They're people they know. So what I'm saying
There's
is,
the Duke fan, there's the Duke Cowboy Yankee Laker fan.
if you think Duke isn't going to be going crazy this year with Coach K, you're out of your mind.
All right. I want
especially Mike.
Mike, give me your
Yeah.
picks. Give me your picks, Mike.
We got Texas money line. They'll beat Virginia Tech later on today.
I like that.
Davidson
14-13 right
+1.
now. Virginia Tech.
14-13.
Yeah.
Okay. That started?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12-24 in the first.
Right. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. FanDuel's wrong. Davidson +1. I think they beat Michigan State.
Ooh.
And then TCU money line over Seton Hall.
I love the TCU. That is a fantastic.
My
pick.
parlay blew up in my face.
I send you the parlay. I thought
I know.
you put it in.
I did.
Nailed it.
Why it blew up in your
Oh, you put it in.
No, not his, mine.
I did.
Because Mike said.
I
Mike's
didn't-
parlay is
I didn't. I had to pick an alternate spread for Texas. I don't like the voodoo going around Virginia Tech.
The voodoo. Okay. Okay.
But
There's some Virginia Tech fans out there that are just, a little wild.
yeah, really.
I think.
You might get a little offended.
Notre Dame and Alabama
Guys-
are playing right now too. What do you
You guys have a great rest of the show, and I will talk to you next week. Anthony, enjoy your vacation.
Thank you very much,
Oh,
Mike.
that's right.
I really appreciate it.
Where you going, Anthony?
Florida,
Where in Florida?
West Palm.
That's
He'll be
actually
gone all
pretty
next
nice.
week.
You should go to Port St. Lucie to catch a.
I'm going to see a few minor league baseball games there.
Minor league or spring training?
Why did I say minor league? Spring training games.
Are
Okay.
so you're seeing some Mets games?
I'm going to see a Met and Yankee game.
Nice.
Are you going to Miami Beach? Are you doing anything there?
No,
You could,
no. I'm seeing family, and we're just
But
okay.
you can't gamble in Florida, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh.
See, I was
Now,
right.
I want with the last few minutes left of the show.
What are you
I
about
want
to do?
I want to kill some teams right now that lost.
What are you about to play? What are you about
I'm
to
not
do?
playing anything.
Okay, I thought
Kentucky?
you were going to play something.
Kentucky.
I want to
we
get
talk
to
Put
Kentucky.
on music for this. What do you want to put on?
That was ridiculous.
I guess taps. I guess I don't know.
No, no, we need something better. than
What's
that.
like the sad trumpet noise? Well,
Tap.
That's taps. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it.
Guys, you know what's funny about the Kentucky loss? I don't know where it came from, but a large section of Knicks fans were trying to tell me that Ty Washington was the answer for the Knicks guard issues. I didn't understand that before the game. Like, he has not shown up. If the competition rose a little bit, he has not shown up in any single game.
I agree with
and
that.
We saw it again yesterday.
Just a random thing. I think the Knicks desperately need a point guard, but I don't know what the solution is.
Okay,
But we desperately.
That's not a random thing. That's been a problem for 5 years.
no, I
more
was just
than
saying
that.
in relation to everything else.
I really want to kill Arkansas for what they did
Okay.
last night. I had minus 5.5, right?
All right.
They
You
were
were invested.
They were playing down to
You were
a
invested.
decent Vermont team. This is
I
going to
had Vermont winning. I thought Vermont was going to be great.
They were playing very well.
I had Vermont winning too.
It's like you got to give these teams that won credit more than hate on the teams that lost. I feel like
Vermont
right?
lost.
Depends on the game.
And it was a 1-point game. And of course, with 1 second left, they're about to foul, and then the clock expires, which is good. The other team is Colorado State, who choked massively against Michigan. They had
We're still on this.
I'm still on this because
This was yesterday.
Well, we're still. I mean, we're talking about teams so far.
Yeah, I know.
It was embarrassing. 5 3-point shots, 5 rebounds, not even a single point scored. Terrible.
In the same possession.
Yes.
That's pretty bad
It
basketball.
is pretty bad. But
Bad basketball.
That's bad basketball.
Bad fundamentals.
Bad fundamentals.
Yeah, like
As
Tim
Steve
Duncan.
says, the fundies.
Yeah.
And bad takes from Ben Oppenheimer.
Oh, that's how you're going to end the
And
show.
that's how I am going to end the show. You have been listening to WHBC Sports Talk. Man, I'm trying to close here. Please. You have been listening to WHBC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHBC. I'm Anthony Deus with Matt Leonard. I'm introducing like this is an intro. Matt Leonard, Josh Umahi, Gina Halstead, Ben Oppenheimer, and I'm Anthony Deus saying good night, New York, wherever you are.